Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill and most importantly, greetings, Luis. I saw your comment down below, and I know you are with us for a very long time, for 5 years or so, and I know you are usually commenting about the Grille. And usually you are saying Grille is missing the shots and everything. You know what? Today I made video literally special for you. 2 games with Grille when Grille actually works. How about this? How about this, my man? Simple as this. So, we have a pleasure watching Romicon game, and we have a typical Murovanka, right? Tier 9 matchmaking, Grille goes to the forest. For mushrooms, as usual. Nothing too crazy, nothing to see here, nothing unusual. He's playing in platoon with a light tank, so that means the light tank will spot for him, but pay attention at the gun handling. Snapshot to the face of the Udes, very big hit to the Russian light tank. First minute of the game, 1,400 damage, right? Grille can hit, fellas. And Grille will hit very often. The question is, can Grille penetrate? This is the question, fellas. Meanwhile, he is considering where to shoot. He's aiming for a lower plate and the RNG was there and he actually managed to penetrate 60 TP. The situation is not looking that great at this point, right? What do I mean by saying this is he lost quite a bit of the hit points, but it's not stopping this gentleman from keep supporting his light tank. And he is saying for a light tank, mate, Crusher, spot. I got the good angle, just spot for me. And Crusher does everything very well. He is spotting that 60 TP and Grille is in his habitat. One more thing what I really want to highlight is that this gentleman, you are watching the replay, he's playing on the 40 to 60 FPS. Just to highlight this, okay? 40 to 60 FPS. And he is going to get this score. Just watch this, fellas, just watch this. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, if it is not enough, he doesn't have extra rations. Skill, did you pick this video especially for this? Yes. Okay, I need to, fellas. I need to show that Grille can work very well as well. Whenever all stars are aligned, Grille can be awesome. And in fact, unpopular opinion, but the previous stage of the Grille, whenever, a bit of the history, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. In the past, we used to have Wafflecock or Waffle E100, right? And pretty much, Wargaming noticed the tank was broken or overpowered or community simply cried about it, so they removed it from the game and they added Grille. And with Grille, fellas, Grille, in my opinion, at least the first version of the Grille, it was significantly better than Waffle because it had mobility, it has twice better accuracy than it does now. And it was powerhouse of the tank, fellas. I can promise you that. In other words, it was even more powerful than Waffle, at least in my humble opinion. Meanwhile, enemy Grille gets spotted, 700 in the face, easy peasy. And I want to highlight one thing. Not only the FPS is low, or FPRs are low overall, right? But this gentleman doesn't even aim. He is going for half aimed shots. Oh, Luis, my man, I am going to wait for your comment, okay? Luis, if you are watching this replay, you owe me a comment, mate. Meanwhile, 7,000 damage. Look at this. Bomb in the side. 810. I mean, you can say whatever you want, but Grille doesn't look bad in this game, does it? I mean, yeah, sure, enemies are not playing very well. Enemies are making quite some mistakes, right? And our gentleman is just simply being greedy son of the banana. He is playing in the middle, and he is literally farming everyone. He used his best friend Crusher to spot for him, and when Crusher died, well, he's using others to spot for him. But you know what? This is completely normal, and this is how Grille is actually played. There is nothing unusual right there. By the way, 8.2 thousand damage visible. 8.2 thousand. And you can see, even though this gentleman doesn't have the best conditions to play the game, I am definitely speaking about the PC, right? He's still successful. It's not like he can be successful, he is successful. Meanwhile, by the way, I really want to highlight this situation. In this map, those textures are completely broken, and even though it looks like tank is fully open, in reality there was half of the turret which could have been hit, okay? I really want to highlight this. 8.8 thousand damage, 1.5 thousand assisting damage. Fellas, game of the dreams. Literally game of the dreams. Meanwhile, another easy shot into the side, 9.5 thousand damage. And at this point, Grille is surrounded. At this point, Grille is feeling pretty bad, and I think it is kind of game over, no? Oh, 430U in the side bounce. Now Luis will say it is typical Grille, but it happens. It happens for the best of us, and it happens to any of the tank that you can miss once in a while. And plus, on top of that, that was USSR tank. What do you expect, and what do you want to say? So, fellas, first game with a Grille, 10,000. Skill, what do you mean? Here you go. There is a score for you. 10,200 damage, 1.5 thousand assisting damage, and the whole purpose of this video is to show Grille can actually work. Buckle up for a second one. Second one is going to be, in a way, city map. Can Grille work in the city map or corridor map? Sure it can. Let's go. Round number 2. Grille in action. This time we are watching outside the gameplay. And let's see what he is going to do with a Grille. And once again, it is not a secret that the gameplay is going to be strong and the gameplay is going to be good. That's the whole reason when Grille actually works, right? And once again, this is for Luis. My man, enjoy the show special for you. Meanwhile, the typical opening over there, he's going into the middle and he will try to punish someone crossing. This is absolutely gorgeous start, and this is the right way to play the game, at least in my humble opinion, right? So that looks great. Let's see, can he spank someone in the face if slower guy crosses, or alternatively if someone will peek here? By the looks of it, he is kind of prepared for a blind shot, and you know what? So 1:30 PM made a mistake. And this is what Grille needs, in fact. Someone making a silly goose mistake and then hip hip hooray. Meanwhile, in the background, fellas, we can witness the Panther shooting the ally. I do not know what happened between those two guys, but I think they're having a bit of the argument. Meanwhile, I really want to see this, fellas. Panther. It's not funny, fellas. It's not funny. Don't you dare to laugh. Don't you dare to laugh, fellas. Don't. I'm looking at you. No laughing. By the way, if you are seeing this kind of situation in the game, please, fellas, report people for misbehaving, and please just simply forget about this, right? Report it and do not behave like a bloody sheeps in the open field who are mad on the bloody wood or something, you know? What we need to keep in mind, that others are also human beings and we have emotions as well. Yes, we might have a bad day. Yes, we might even have a bad session or overall maybe someone else pushed us out, but it doesn't mean we need to behave this way, right? So simple. Unsportsmanlike conduct and live your life. Lately, I had a situation that I met the guy who was behaving like an absolute and utter pile of caco. He was blocking the ally for a whole game, and that was account created for trolling. So, you know, keep your eye on this. Meanwhile, very, very interesting position by the Grille. Oh, Luis. 1,950 in the face by the Grille, fellas. Absolutely gorgeous, and it is amazing. By the way, Mountain Pass is the game of the awesome returns, right? Mountain Pass is the map where you can actually spank the living crap out of the enemies whenever they are trying to make a hardcore pressure for you. And this is what we are going to witness, fellas. Grille is on the full safe defense parameter mode. Grille has done 4.2 thousand damage, and Grille is ready to beat the living crap out of every and each mother trucker who will try to make a bit of pressure like this. Now at this point, Jack Pizda has nothing to do just to make a bit of pressure in front, and Grille is scanning. He is trying to find a decent angle, how to find a shot to this almighty Jack Pizda. And let's see, will he be able to do this or not? This is the question. In the same time, to be fair with you, this gentleman is already sitting in the deep shithole. You know, he's in the crossfire. But with a bit of no gun depression. Where you are, where gun depression, I need you. I wonder, will he be able to find the right angle or no? Absolutely gorgeous. You know what? In this kind of situation, once again, this Jack Panzer cannot do absolutely anything. He's going straight into the garage, and our Grille is having outstanding performance for sure. 5.4 thousand damage, although it's not over yet by any shape or any form. Enemies are going to make a humongous pressure, right? For sure. So this is a safe defense parameter, and now how you can defend this base. Obviously there is multiple ways how you can do this. Option number one is to go somewhere over there. Option number two is to stay as our outside is staying, right? And pretty much spanking everyone, whoever will get spotted, just like so. So far 6.2 thousand damage and 4 kills. One more thing to highlight in this situation, fellas. This gentleman is having the Tank Destroyer 15 mission. And you know what, fellas? Yeah, it is quite a challenge to complete it. And you know what? He's getting closer. All he needs to do, he needs to get 2 more kills, and he needs to get like 900 damage. And there is plenty of the hit points left in this game. So, he's going to use the knowledge which he built before, I assume, and he's going to find the gun depression. Look at this beauty. He learned, he knows what he is doing, and he is going to beat the living crap out of this E4. Beautiful performance. I do not really think that E4 has a chance to even shoot him. I don't really think he has that much of the elevation at this point. Same goes for AMX-30. I do not really think he can do absolutely anything in this situation either. And our Grille is probably thinking, how the flying F I can spank this AMX because I need the kill. I think this is what is happening. No, he's paying attention at the back, and the back is in the danger, right? So he is going to farm some kills. Let's see. By the way, his team is still not winning. Minus 1000 hit points and minus 2 guns. Meanwhile, Panther 2 made sure he is going to get his 8000 damage, which is absolutely glorious. And now all he needs to do, he needs to get 2 more kills. AMX is down to fartable, just to let you know. And in the same time, other AMX is running for his life. Oh my bananas, Jack Tiger with the high explosives loaded. 750 in the face. This is quite a sad one, honestly. This is definitely a sad one. But you know what? I have a feeling he's going to go for it, because Art is shooting him non-stop and he's really desperate for a kill, which I cannot blame him for. He's going for it, he's going with auto-aim, he changed his mind and he is finishing him off. Meanwhile, last kill for Tank Destroyer 15, and AMX is going to be the chosen one, correct? No? Go for it. Take your kill and finish your Tank Destroyer 15. Grille is horrible. I'm telling you, fellas, Grille is... Don't you dare to kill him. That's it. I have a feeling that TVP is going to steal that last kill. There is a tiny chance, fellas, that TVP will steal that last kill. No, Grille 15, will you take what is yours? Ay, 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 ay. Okay, hear me out. I can tell you one thing. In this kind of situation, first of all, I'm having way too much fun. Second of all, I think we are having a wrong title in today's YouTube video. It's not when Grille actually works. It's more likely when Grille, how Grille works overall, right? Sometimes you are hitting the crazy shots and sometimes not so much. Anyways. Okay? In this kind of situation, I can tell you one thing. All he needs to see is a victory, and he has done his Tank Destroyer 15 mission. And you know what? I won't keep you hanging. We are going to see how the things are going to look like here, because for F's sake, this is Tank Destroyer 15 mission, okay? And as you can see, this gentleman is spectating how everything is looking like. TVP makes a bit of pressure, but he is going to get slaughtered by the last Arta, and the last Arta is sitting in the other side, right? Meanwhile, Trash103 is saying, you know what? I don't give a flying F. You know what? If Arta wants me, Arta can come here and take me. Arta missed the blind shot, unfortunate, not much what he can change about this, and pretty much game is over. So congratulations outside for absolutely amazing performance. And I can promise you that, fellas, that at least one gentleman today was very, very well entertained. Meanwhile, speaking about the score, it is 10,489 damage, 7 kills, obviously Tank Destroyer 15 done, to by the damage and to by experience, obviously, and in the end of the day, he broke even playing this game. I hope, fellas, this session was quite a lot of laughs, and I hope you enjoyed your time together with us. Hopefully, you will appreciate Grille just tiny touch more after this video, and maybe you are going to dedust this tank yourself. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I hope you had a blast, and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.